What is the 7 chakra alignment to center program? This program is to take a person from wondering to wonder. This is all about tapping into the flow of magic. And how is this different from a normal coaching program that kind of looks at life just on the physical plane? This one is actually about looking at the 7-part human being, and it comes from my journey into looking for purpose to living purposefully. Hello, my name's Amanda Ramcharitar, and this is just a little introduction into what is the 7-part program and why I think it's an amazing program for anybody who's on the path to deep alignment, alignment to self, alignment to truth, alignment to what is purposeful in your life. So I started like that. I started in wonder. At a very young age, I was wondering, what is my purpose in this world? What am I meant to be doing here on this planet? And it led me on a very long, purposeful journey around the world. I traveled many countries, and I studied with many teachers. And 25 years later, I have realized that my journey has been a real deep looking and about learning and listening to myself. So, and what is at the heart of myself, and this voice that um, I can trust inside of me. So 25 years later, when I look back, and I've had 3 yoga studios, I trained and taught thousands of hours of yoga. I've had a corporate yoga company. I've had a lot of accomplishments. I've written a book. I've written courses, and but the real learning underneath all of this is this understanding to live purposefully. And what I realized along the way was that in that place of wondering, what are we meant to be doing? What are we doing on this planet? There's a huge amount of layers that if we can tap into them, we can live a purposeful life. So this program actually takes me. I went on it. It took me 20 years, but I promise to get you through a lot quicker. And we look at the area of embodiment. How does the body play into purpose? What the layer of creativity? How does this play into purpose? Energy levels, emotional levels, self-perceptive levels, expression, and being content in life. So there's these layers of our human nature that sometimes can be incongruent to what we envision in our life. So for example, is that I didn't have a vision when I first set out on my path. I didn't have a clear vision. And what I realized 25 years later is that everything starts somewhere, and it starts in the seed of either inspiration or a seed of not really being in the knowing. You just don't know. So you kind of like are meandering along in the unknowing. But the more you refine and see what it is that you actually want to do, what is it actually that is holding you back from what you are meant to be doing, which comes from inside of you, to hear that inner voice and those parts of yourself that are not clear, to allow you to hear your voice. This is the work of the coaching program. So within 7 weeks, or 2.5 months, over 7 sessions, what we do is we just go through the incongruencies on these multiple levels, so that by the end you have an amazing map of yourself, of who you are. You know yourself deeply through inner inquiry, through a little bit of a deep processing. So what I love about this program is that you're going to get an incredible amount of information in a very short period of time. So you're going to grow, and you're going to know who you really are, or start a very large chunk of the questions that really help to get to know who you really are. And then from this point, you will gain tools along the way to keep you in your center, into your center of being, so that when you move forward, you have these amazing tools that keep you tapped into this awareness that's inside of you that can envision your life forward. So everything's starting from vision and becoming what your life is meant to be. So this 7-part chakra program works on so many layers. It's hard to just say it's to get you any particular person. It is just going to get everybody deeper. It's going to get you who needs and wants to go deeper and wants to tap into the magic. This is the program for you. So I really look forward to working with you. On my website, I do have a little appointment. You can go onto amandaramcharitaryoga.com, and at the top it says alignment to center coaching, and there you can actually book an appointment. You can send me a message right here on YouTube. I do have little programs on Coursify that can give you a little bit of a window into the work. So if you're interested in just kind of about center, I do have some videos about center. But if you're ready to dive in and work with me, I would love to work with you. And that's my work in life, to get all of us as much as possible into this beautiful life that we all share together, to really to tap into the joy of living in this world, in this beautiful world. Namaste, and I look forward to meeting you one day soon.